In San Antonio, the Missions were purchased by a group of investors that would play in just about any big league stadium. David Robinson, Manu Ginobili among them. Ironically, that's what Reid Ryan, son of Nolan, and the rest of his group might be thinking down the road. Our Vinny Vanzetta sat down with one of the new Missions owners.
What excited Ryan Sanders Baseball, Reid, about tapping into the Missions in the San Antonio market?
I always felt like the city of San Antonio has had such a great following for baseball that if the city could ever figure out how to kind of get the right ownership group paired with the right stadium in the right part of town, that it could really be a best-in-class situation where San Antonio could be the premier franchise in all of baseball.
So that's the elephant in the room, the new stadium. And before I ask you about that, I want to ask you any immediate upgrades about Wolf Stadium you can share with the fan base?
A lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, but from a fan's perspective, we're going to, put some new paint. We're going to, add some drink rails. We're going to reskin some of the areas. So we want people, when they come into the Wolf, to see the best experience that we can deliver in that facility for the fans.
And along with that, as we move forward, is there a master plan with a new stadium that you can share with us in any way?
I think everybody agrees we need to have a facility, but where does it go? And, when does it happen? That's kind of what we're doing right now is we're listening, we're talking to people, all the great facilities around the country. There's a lot of thought put into them, and there's a lot of listening, and that's really the phase that we're in right now.
After the announcement, you were mentioning all of these minor league cities that had better stadiums than San Antonio and Wolf Stadium, and it sounded like to me, Reid, essentially you were saying that's unacceptable, and I thought, I love hearing that because Ryan Sanders Baseball is going to make things happen.
Nelson Wolf was sort of the last of an era of metal buildings and none of the amenities that you have today, the things that we could get from having, one, a facility that was better located in the community where more people in the community could access it, but two, that was really right size for this size town, which is the 7th largest city in the country. We deserve better than having the worst stadium in minor league baseball.